This is the Normal Nerds podcast where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff and whatever else we feel like talking about. I'm your host, Maxwell Cercia.
I'm your host who got hit hardcore in the feels by Zenshu, Davis Bates.
This episode is our weekly anime review. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds podcast. All right, Davis.
Happy
Weekly
St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Weekly.
The weekly interview. Mm-hmm. I threw it off. That was my bad. My bad. I was very excited for the day.
Yep.
That was my bad.
And it's St. Patrick's Day when the podcast comes out.
Yes.
Holiday where everyone's Irish and no one complains about it.
Facts.
Unlike Cinco de Mayo, which everyone's like, "Are you even Mexican?" No, because it's an American holiday. But that's fine.
Yeah. So let's have a good time, guys.
Just enjoy it. Drink alcohol if you can.
You can, true, if you don't get up for Lent. But yeah, no, overall a great time. I was out this comes out on Monday, so the day prior I was out hanging out in the South Buffalo Parade and all that fun stuff. Always good. Not South Buffalo. Regular Buffalo Parade, and then I hang out in South Buffalo.
Yeah, South Buffalo. Come on.
They do have their own parade though, the ward. I just didn't go yesterday. Apparently yesterday was like the day to go out though.
Wow, it was really nice.
Yeah, it was really nice. And the ward parade, like I saw so many people on like Instagram and stuff that were out there. Yeah, having a good time. And I heard it was bumping, but yeah, St. Patrick's Day, great holiday, one of my favorites. Always love it. Drinking Guinness today. What you doing?
I was just looking up that solo leveling episode number.
Gotcha.
Yeah, St. Patrick's Day is a fourth, fifth holiday. Yeah, sure.
I know. I know we rank these very differently, but that's fair.
I mean, can you really rank St. Patrick's Day up one of your favorites now? As the older you get, it's less.
It is tough. Yeah, I will admit. Yeah, as you get older, we have this exact discussion every year. But as you get older, it's a holiday that gets harder and harder to celebrate, and I enjoy less and less. But currently, that's still ranking in my top 5 right now.
Top 5, yeah.
Yeah.
I could even see top 5. I don't really think there's that many holidays to begin with that are great. There's 4th of July, Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, obviously Christmas
Easter's number 1.
Right, technically, yes. Easter has to be number 1. Then Christmas.
Thanksgiving.
I like this more than 4th of July, personally.
That's fine.
Yeah. This is my third. This is my third.
No.
Halloween's great. Halloween is amazing, and it's a season, and it's awesome. But personally, I like St. Patrick's Day more.
Then Halloween?
Yeah.
That's retarded. That's wrong.
Alrighty.
How could you
try to be nice?
What are you talking about? This is
for everyone's Irish and having
this is
a good
a projection.
Time.
This is a projection.
I did say personally when I said this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a projection. What do you mean? You barely talk about what? Halloween's an entire month.
It is, yes. It's like, good, yes.
I can the St. Patrick's and 4th of July are very similar. The only reason I give 4th of July the advantage because the weather's a million times better.
True, and it's the birth of our nation.
Yeah, sure that. Yeah.
USA, baby.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Yeah.
More than Halloween, that's crazy.
Yeah, I do like it more than Halloween.
Man, you had to have such a lame time growing up around Halloween.
I mean, I just had a really good St. Patrick's Day every year.
I also did that too, but Halloween was like...
I mean, it sounds like my St. Patrick's Day were better.
I doubt it.
I think we've also had a discussion that Halloween becomes like... It's still good, but it's like... As you get older, it's less and less as well.
No, we do stuff every Halloween.
We do stuff every Halloween, but like... We actually had this conversation where it's like...
The magic of all holidays goes away as you get older.
Except for St. Patrick's Day, I think. Yeah, okay, no. Correction of the statement. Yes, it all gets harder to celebrate and goes away as it goes on, but I think St. Patrick's is one of those ones that can stay with you into adulthood a little bit later than Halloween can. Halloween, as you get older, you lose that aspect of the kid, but with St. Patrick's Day, yes, it's fun. You get like chocolate in the morning, but as you get older, it becomes like in your college years, it's like a party day and go and do stuff and all that stuff. And as you get older, it's still like, at least for me because my family likes it so much more. It's like for me, it's go out, see the parade, go to bars after still. Not get hammered like I used to, but still like a good family hangout, see people on holiday. So maybe there is.
I think your family does it different than
we do. I can understand that.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to. Because I think I don't know anyone who sees it as like a family holiday.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. I think you might be the first person I ever met that sees it.
That's fair. We all we go and see each other. Yeah.
You guys also like parades, so
we do.
If you like parades, you would like St. Patrick's Day.
We do like parades
more. Yes. That would make sense because Halloween there's no parade. I assume.
The kids walking around is the parade.
I mean, I guess there's like parade in like Vegas or something, or Disney has a parade, a Halloween parade.
Yeah.
That requires going all the way to Disney.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no, yeah. A lot of people do that.
I know a lot of people do that. It's Ridiculous.
But let's talk about anime.
Oh yeah, that's the podcast.
Yeah. Solo Leveling season
2,
episode 23.
Nice, excellent. Well,
what a great episode.
I believe we both called this that all those Japanese hunters were sacrificial lambs for this show.
Yeah, and we both mentioned this on the podcast. I was like, I'm surprised that they're making the Japanese people look so cool because it's Korea, and Korea definitely doesn't like Japan. And lo and behold, they made Japan look like to be the worst people ever.
Yeah. That was funny. When you pointed that out to me, I was like, oh yeah, they're just shitting on
I don't know what
Japan's
studio.
hardcore.
I have to look up the studio that animated this. I wonder if it's a Japanese studio because they're speaking Japanese in the show, right? Or they're speaking Korean.
I have no idea.
Sounds the same to me.
I have no idea.
But if it's a Japanese studio that animated this, that's pretty funny.
That is hilarious. Yeah, they did.
They
That's what
had
happened.
to animate like their country getting shit on.
Yeah, that'd be. I mean, like, I wonder if there's one of those like we have anti-American people here. Well, it's the same idea there.
That's true.
Like there's some like anti-nationalist Japanese animator.
Well, some animator
studio.
who's on like 120 hours in the week.
Yeah,
like,
true. Yeah,
I hate this place.
Terrible, awful. Lives chronically on Reddit. But no, it was seeing I guess it's a black ant technically. I thought it was like, or bug, whatever. I thought it was blue, but I guess it's black.
Yeah, I could see bluish black.
They said it was black, so.
Oh, did they say that? I don't
Yeah,
remember
they
them
did.
saying
Yeah,
that. Oh.
yeah. When it showed up with the Korean S rank hunters, they were like a black ant or bug, whatever.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep calling them ants. They're a bunch of ants to me.
It's definitely ants.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
100% ants.
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, good. But
that's the one thing I hate is everyone's always like, the black people are like, oh, it's stealing from the Chimera ant arc from Hunter x Hunter. Because it's like like
I haven't seen this arc where they actually ants. I thought the ant name was just like
they're like antish, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought like
and then there's like this one super one that's like born like
that looks like humanoid, right?
More humanoid, blah blah.
Okay, I thought there was a different
this is the class one. Like, I'm really getting tired. Like we do it sometimes, like, and we do it. I feel like in a what's the word I look for? Like a complimentary way, where like Kagurabachi is like Demon Slayer, or like blah blah. When we say animes are like each other, we think it's like a good thing sometimes. A lot of people do this all the time now with anime. They're like, it's just like this anime and this anime and this anime.
Because they're doing that stupid annoying thing where it's like, unless it's brand new and out of there and no one's ever thought of it before, or no one's ever done, like, unless it's a brand new like genre altogether, people are like, it's bad, it's already been done before, it's being copied. It's like, no.
It's just like this is like a word you just said. There's a word called genre.
I know, yeah.
So when there's things are in it.
Yes, and things can be kind of like each other. It's okay. We still like them.
But for an almost Jinwoo-less episode, he shows up at the last second at the end to say exchange. With also
a little late.
A lot of people on the internet are like, "How great was it when he said exchange?" I was like, that was your favorite part of the episode?
Really? That one?
That one?
That
like,
part?
Even Coach actually was like, "Dude, wasn't that crazy?" I was like, I mean, you could have skipped
crazy.
Not
What?
Crazy. He didn't say crazy. What did he say?
Oh, okay, all right. Because crazy is that's a reach. Because the entire episode, I was like, okay, Jinwoo, time to show up.
Oh, it goes. Putting you on blast, Cody, if you're listening. Oh my God, just finished the latest episode of Solo Leveling. The ending made me, Yinzi, whatever, lose our minds. I was like, I was like, so good. And he goes, I know, just his face and then exchange. Damn, that was perfect. I was like, that part?
Out of all the parts, Cody,
really
the part, his waifu got hit and smashed into a wall.
How great was the animation on that part?
It was insane. It was like, man, I was scared of the ant for a few minutes there. Like, just like the amount that it was destroying them. When it did the Luffy walk right past all the S-rank hunters, I was like, holy
Well, first
shit.
I thought I'll give credit to this is they're all S-rank, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So you assume they're all powerful. But, going in, I was like, we even said, we're like, this tall guy. The guy gets big. What's he really going to do? Yeah. And then he goes aggro, which is super cool. Great move. And then when they first show the bow guy, he shoots like a few arrows. I'm like, all right, this ability sucks. And then he shoots like 4 in the air. I was like, this is dumb. Shoots like another 4. I was like, that's it. And then all of a sudden he shoots like 1,000,000. I was like, all right. This is a pretty sweet ability.
This is a good ability. This is pretty solid.
Memel's still cooler, but whatever.
I mean, of course, yeah. But this is fine. This is good. No, this was a very good showcasing. I think I talked about it in the last episode too, where it was like I was kind of underwhelmed by the S ranks performance against the Japanese S rankers, but then this episode it demonstrated why they were S ranks, at least to an extent. When Arrow Boy, I did enjoy when the aggro berserk guy went off, I was like, oh, well, I feel stupid now.
Yeah.
His power makes total
I
sense.
didn't understand that's what he was about.
His power makes total sense now. Even Fireboy, obviously we knew he was strong, but
Ultimate whipping.
Yeah, he went to a new move, and then I love that. This might be my favorite. I think he might be my favorite out of the S rank hunters. His power wise, the werewolf lion guy.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I like transformation. Something maybe all the way back to when I made Silverback. Like I like the idea of a character transforming like that. Yeah, it was cool. No, yeah. I thought then he ripped through everything, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, I'll give it like definitely. That was what I enjoyed. He's like even though it looks ugly, which it kind of does.
It does, yeah.
But I enjoy that.
Yeah,
I think that's a good thing. Like instead of making it just like 100% badass looking, he doesn't really like the transformation because he doesn't like the way it looks. Yeah, that's hilarious and awesome.
Yeah, that's why he holds back on sometimes. Yeah. Credit to him too. He watched traumatically, he's already lost one friend on this island, and then super traumatically, he lost his second friend on this island right after they thought they had succeeded.
Yeah,
and he held it together. And also getting torn to bits too.
Yep.
He held it together.
Well, the stupid aggro big guy just kept being like, "We have a healer." It's like, stop saying that.
Stop doing it. Granted, the bug would have found it anyways.
Yes.
The Ultra S rank bug would have found it anyways. But you have to keep calling it out, dude. Like
I know. It's
they're so like it seems like the hunters are very they're very lax or God, what am I like? They never think that the creature's intelligent that they're fighting.
Yeah.
And it seems to be a big problem.
Yeah, it seems like the creatures have been getting more intelligent as the show is going on.
Yeah.
But like I do think they have a little bit of like what is it, hubris is the word I think.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because they're so strong and they're like the strongest people ever. So they're just like
why would I fear any of this?
Like even if this is strong and tough, like look how there's like 5 of us.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think so.
1, 2, 3.
Waifu, Arrow Boy, Aggro Guy, Lion Guy, Flame Boy. Healer. There's 6 of them.
Healer. Yeah. Okay. Hunter Cha there, whatever. Best Girl there, whatever. When they first showed her animation of her like slicing bugs, I was like, man, they're really doing her dirty. Maybe she really can't do that much. But they're always talking about how she's like one of the strongest, so I was like really confused. And then they went balls out of control with animation, and then I was like, okay, she's pretty strong.
She's worthy to be the waifu of our.
Yeah, she cut off all the legs and then the head off the queen.
That was pretty
queen
sick.
ant. I mean,
the animation on that was nuts, dude. That was awesome. Yeah, the killing of the queen ant too. I was like, whoa, didn't think you guys were gonna do that.
Yeah, they did it pretty quick too. But it was like one of those things.
Yeah, you knew he was coming. You knew as he was picking apart. You knew as the black ant was picking apart everything on the outside. That was like, he is coming for you guys.
I do like the ice boy there, like
sensing it,
and sensing it. That's so bad and dangerous that he just explodes ice because he's just scared.
And it didn't matter at all.
It didn't matter,
dude. That scene where like he put the ice up, and then you just saw like the shadow of the ant there, and then away, and then everyone's dead.
The thing's big at taking heads off.
Yeah, it's pretty much headshots only for some reason.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was crazy though. When first of all, like you said, when he hits waifu there, and just the animation was crazy, and she like spins a million times.
Oh yeah.
And then the big dude aggro guy jumps in, gets his shield broken, and his arm explodes, and then he gets his other arm just immediately ripped off. I was like,
whoa. And then,
by the way, the world losing an S-level hunter S-level healer is terrible.
He
could just make you regrow limbs.
Yeah, that was. He might be the biggest loss that we've seen in the show yet.
Yeah.
And also, it was so gruesome. Just like, hand, like, first off, the ant flexed on him by doing the classic, I'm just gonna go right behind you and stab you because you can't keep up with me, first off. And then he bit his head off, and I was like, that's overkill. And then he talked with the head, and I was like, this is horrible.
Well, I like how the ant learned to talk by just listening to him say, Yan Ho Run.
Yeah.
And he was just like, now I know how to talk.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's like, that's all I'm going to do.
Because I heard some conversation.
Yeah, perfect. He's built better, man.
I do like that it's all about trying to find the most powerful person, which...
True. He says you killed our queen, so I'm going after your king now.
Which he's going to turn around. Well, that guy looks like he's dead already. Godo. There.
Yeah, he's not... Yeah, but the ant pretty much put up... The ant was so powerful that it pretty much put up a domain expansion. I think it's all in his head, but it's like domain expansion.
Domain expansion. But now, The entire time we're watching it, it's just like Jinwoo, you showed up, showed up here, you showed up here.
We were so, you called it already. We were so wrong on him. Like, we thought that the moment that waifu was gonna get hit, he was just gonna appear there
and block it.
Didn't happen at all.
Nope.
She got half her body smashed.
The start of that black ant showing up is her getting destroyed.
Yeah, and I think the entire time I was like, all right, Jinwoo, now? No? Oh, okay. Also, how about now?
Even the scene though where he says exchange, I'm like, what are you doing on top of this building?
I don't know what was the point of that.
Like, what did edgelord move?
Yeah,
like,
that's true. Yeah, but he is that. That's what he is, though.
I'm just hanging out right here.
Yeah, I'm just
waiting. It's like
brooding.
What a Batman move. It's like,
yeah.
I'm just gonna stand on top of this building.
I'm waiting until I'm sure they really need me. Really? What gave it away that they needed you? Maybe when their strongest guy got ripped to shreds, or how about when their tank got his arm ripped off, or maybe when the healer got fucking bodied.
Probably could have prevented the healer from dying.
Yeah, 100%. He marked 4 people with shadows, and I think either all 4 or 3 of them were the S-rank Korean hunters, and I thought one of them might have been the Japanese main strongest hunter guy.
Maybe, I remember.
I don't remember either. I'm not 100% sure. I know at least 3 of them were the Korean people, and it's like at any point in time there, you could have popped up. So our hero kind of failed right there.
No, he definitely did.
Yeah.
I will say the camera guy... Minus the point where, all the bugs are coming and they're running out of energy. Even when the black bug showed up, black ant, if I was him, I'd be like, this is the first time in my life I'm glad I'm weak.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It does not care
the ant
about
doesn't
me
even notice it at all. Yeah. That guy could give Jerry Springer a run for his money. Like, you just the sheer amount that, like, imagine that when you have a million ants attacking this giant, like strong guys in front of you and they're all around you. It's like he's just getting every shot, and like, and then your bosses have the audacity to go getting closer. It's like, you want to come here, bitch?
Yeah, they got the healer was like, you don't want.
No, you don't want this smoke, man.
You don't want this. Or whatever his name is.
I'm not even gonna try.
The Korean names are too hard.
He's dead, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's true. He is definitely dead. I think we only have like 2 episodes left.
Yes.
We have 2 episodes of this. 1 episode left of Zenshu. I think we only have like 1 or 2 episodes left of Sakamoto Days.
I think Sakamoto Days, they said episode 10, right? So 11, 12, 13, I think, or something, or 12?
Probably
12. I think they're doing 12.
Next episode of Zenshu is literally called Zenshu.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. That makes a lot of sense for what happened in this episode.
And then ReZero will probably be wrapping up pretty soon.
I feel like Shangri-La Frontier has only like 5 in it.
Yeah, Shangri-La. I don't know. They do have a lot of episodes. I was like, I didn't realize how many episodes they had this season already.
Really? Well, we'll get to it in a second, but what are we already at?
I mean, we could move.
Probably let's move on. I don't think I think we covered everything.
Yeah, covered everything.
Yeah. Jinwoo, late as fuck.
I will say so. The classic hero move, classic Goku move. Also, I did see on the internet.
No, Goku would show up and save somebody.
Yeah, but he'd be late.
Yeah, but no one would be dead.
People have died before.
But Goku was already there before they died.
Really?
When he got to Namek, Krillin died while he was on Namek.
That's true.
Vegeta died while he was on Namek. No one died. None of his allies died before he got to Namek.
But he shows up late to everything.
Well, yeah, he does, but it doesn't mean everyone dies.
But speaking of Goku, I saw someone. I can't wait to see how Jinwoo is at the end of the show, because some guy was like, after reading the manhwa, Jinwoo could beat the Z Fighters, as in Goku, Krillin, not Goku, Vegeta.
Technically, Krillin's part of that, yes.
Krillin and I think like Gohan or something like that.
Piccolo.
And Piccolo, sure. Whatever. Regardless, Goku and Vegeta alone. He's like Jinwoo could beat them, and I was like, okay. Unless Jinwoo becomes an actual omnipotent god.
Yeah, until Jinwoo is crushing planets with a swipe of his fist. Yeah. I don't think so.
Or literally doing what those little kid things do in Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, you mean Zenitsu?
Yeah.
No, that's not his name. That's his name?
Isn't there 2 of them?
No, they're the same person, but yes, there's 2 of them. Is it what that? Oh crap! What is it? What is that thing's name? It's the Supreme God. Yes, and there are 2 of them, but like, how to explain it? It's a multiverse thing, so they're both the same person.
But let's move on to Shangri-La Frontier. Season
2.
Episode. We're about to pull it up because Season 2 episode. Oh my gosh.
I can't remember.
Well, it's 40. It says episode 48, but it's been. This season is currently.
That's gonna like
23 episodes.
Oh no!
And last season was 26.
Okay, so we got a few more.
At least 3. Doesn't mean 3.
Are they gonna end on a cliffhanger for like Tyrannid.
Yeah, they're gonna. What I'm assuming is they're gonna finish up. Well, whatever he's in this fight right now, but they're gonna finish up the tournament,
Yeah.
and that's gonna be.
And then it'll go back to no. Why can't this show? Why can't all anime be like Black Clover or One Piece and just
One
keep
Piece.
going?
Bam, bam,
Bam, bam, bam.
Speaking
bam,
of Black
bam.
Clover, real quick, I saw this like guy interviewing people at an anime convention, and he gives them 2 animes, and he has to say which one is better. And what was it? So he's like, there's so many tourists out there, anime fans.
Yeah.
He's like something solo leveling, and then she's like, the girl's like solo leveling, and then she's like
soul leveling in their top right now.
well, not top. It was just you 2 animes go against each other.
Okay.
And it was like Demon Slayer solo leveling. She's like solo leveling,
yeah.
which I was like fair, absolutely fair. Then there was like a few other ones that were fair. Then he's like Black Clover solo leveling. She's like solo leveling. I was like
wrong,
super wrong.
Like absolutely gigantic wrong.
They haven't watched Black Clover. It's just,
No, they haven't.
But then and then it's like solo leveling Tokyo Ghoul, and she's like, ooh, tough one. No, sorry, it goes solo level like Attack on Titan. Picks Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan starts beating everything. And then she's like, and then there was one who was like Attack on Titan, Full on Metal Alchemist, and she's like, Attack on Titan. I was like, you need to be thrown into the sun.
No. They need to be given medication because
Yeah.
they're clearly
And then
mentally wrong.
One of the closer ones for Attack on Titan was like Tokyo Ghoul. I was like, you're a tourist. You're a tourist.
Oh, 100%.
You're a tourist.
Or worse, they're not a tourist, and that's just one of their opinions. Like,
No,
because knowing people can have those opinions.
No, people can, but I'm starting to catch on this like touristy vibe of like anime people where they're just
I
like,
mean, that's also going on, yes.
where like first of all, they always say they watch Naruto, and I feel like they didn't.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of people like, oh, I grew up watching Naruto, and I'm like, yeah, you didn't.
Yeah.
Just because like their opinions of Naruto are so like
wrong.
It's like if I was to say I watched Bleach because I know a lot about Bleach.
But you never watched.
But I never watched it.
Yeah,
I don't know that. Like you can just you if
you
I was
watch clips on YouTube.
Yeah, if I was talking to someone about
the
Bleach,
general idea,
they would be like, "This person doesn't know what they're talking."
Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Not gatekeeping anime, but it's just like there's all these people.
No, we're just saying that we watched the fucking anime and they
like,
didn't.
Every time someone's like, "Attack on Titan, just a masterpiece," I'm like, "You
are wrong." First 3 seasons, yes.
And also just like what they're picking. It's honestly, you can even look at my anime list. Like the way my anime list works is terrible. They need to change it up instead of being seasons. Frieren is incredible.
Yeah.
I'm not doubting Frieren is incredible. It's not the best anime ever.
No, that's correct.
Right now, it's number 1.
That's wrong.
Yes.
What?
Number 2 is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's been holding the number 1 spot forever. It's not the best anime ever, but once again, One Piece is. But they break everything into seasons, so that's like it. That's where they're dumb. That's where they're dumb because it's like I can't say that one season of One Piece, one arc of One Piece is better than Fullmetal Alchemist. I could probably never say that because all the arcs need each other.
True.
Like I just think that maybe Elbath.
We'll see with Elbath.
Because right now it's pretty sick. Or again, we'll see about that. Once it gets animated, I have to see how they animated and everything.
I guess it was pretty dope.
Wano, but like I can't say Wano is better or big.
That's a really good question.
Because like they need all the other things to bounce off each other.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But that's why I don't like that my anime list does that. I think it's stupid. Yeah. Well, the pain arc.
I don't know, man. I really feel like Fishman Island beats Fullmetal Alchemist.
I now realize that. I was wondering why they did Fishman Island.
That sucked.
And I think Oda's like, this is clearly the worst one.
It was just like I think it was the storyline probably was better in the manga because the manga runs faster than the anime does, and then when the anime extended it was like, there's not a lot of story here to deal with, you know.
And number 5 on my anime list is One Piece fan letter, which that is great.
That's pretty fun.
It is annoying that one episode is voted on, but. See the way I don't like the way
I don't like how that works either.
I agree that One Piece fan letters should be up there. It's one of the greatest.
It's amazing.
One of the greatest episodes of
One Piece
ever.
itself should be.
Yeah, it's just One Piece should be number 1.
And everyone knows the GOAT right now.
Yeah,
especially like not even just overall. Like right now, One Piece is the GOAT. Like I'm seeing, it's my personal algorithm, but I'm seeing a lot of people post about like got X amount of days till One Piece starts coming back.
Love like all the memes of like it's like solo leveling and. Like ReZero, like all this like anime that like came out in the time frame that like One Piece is out. It's like that had to be intentional.
Yeah.
That had to be intentional.
Yeah. Everyone was like, score.
Right.
They're going
Like,
on a break.
And then every other anime is like, no! Why do we... I bet there was some that were like, we need to make sure we get it out.
Yeah.
Because, especially if they've read the manga of One Piece, they're like,
they do.
We're screwed.
You know they do. You know that
The
all
second
those
it gets
studios-
out, we have a lot of good stuff coming up in April. Like, a lot of good anime.
It's kind of nuts, actually.
Yeah, we're going to be busy.
Yeah. Yes, we are. I'm so excited for it.
But let's talk about Shangri-La Frontier. This was a fun episode. You got Sylvia Goldberg.
Okay.
Yeah. If anyone makes fun of us for mispronouncing Japanese names,
I'm going to give them credit here, though. While they could have just done it in Japanese, they did give a go at doing English there for a second.
Yes.
They did try really hard for a second.
did. But it's just funny. It's like Goldberg. It's like Goldberg.
I did like the whole interaction in the convenience store. I'm just like,
yes.
this is a very kind Japanese man helping out a tourist.
Yeah. Also, Sunraku is such a boob. He's like, she looks familiar. It's like, does anyone in the vicinity of where you live have white hair and pale white skin?
Yeah, and extremely blue eyes.
Yes.
Really?
No, I don't think so.
And have Sylvia Goldberg's exact body build.
I know. Sunraku, what a boob.
And is clearly American. Oh, she's so stupid. He's an idiot. He even thought about it after the fact. Imagine if, Kai has met her, but if Pencilgon was there, she'd been like, oh yeah, this is clearly the person.
Yes.
So whatever. Great interaction though. I did enjoy that. It's like, I want real coffee, real.
Yeah.
It's like it's all real.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's just it's funny. It's like because
I wonder if that's a true thing though, that caffeine is not as strong over there.
No, that's a good question. I don't know.
She said that
I could see that.
She said the coffee's not as strong, and then she mentioned that the energy drinks aren't as strong. And then Sunraku later on mentioned that the imported energy drinks have more caffeine.
I could see that, because when Red Bull originated here, and Monster originated here. Red Bull, Monster, yeah, they're both from here. Those are American companies.
I didn't know that.
I'm pretty confident.
I'll have to look it up.
The Monster for sure. Red Bull, I think Red Bull is from here as well. Both energy drinks seem like caffeine seems like it originates from here, the best. If I'm wrong,
Red Bull's origins lie in Thai energy drink called. Wait, no.
So where's the company found?
Hold on a second.
I don't care about the rest of that. Where's
that
the
is a region of origin: Fushel Asim Salzburg.
What?
Austria.
What?
I don't know. It seemed European.
What? Really? I did not seem really European to me.
Yeah.
Well, I was totally wrong. Well, throw all that out the window, I guess.
Monster's definitely from either. It's got to be from here.
You're not the king of energy drinks? That's wild. I didn't know that.
I don't know. White Monster right now is dominating. I've never had one in my life.
I've never had one either. Our gym sells them.
I'm not a big. I do like Red Bull. Red Bull
gives you wings.
If I could pick any energy drink, it would be Red Bull. If someone's like, it tastes like battery acid, I'm like, yeah, it kind of does.
It's an energy drink. What are you expecting?
But I do like it.
It's supposed to get your heart rate through the roof.
I get the sugar-free one. California Monster.
Okay, well, we got something at least.
But yeah, no, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, interesting. Celsius is the.
So I'm correct in saying that the caffeine, extravaganza didn't originate in the East. It originated in the
Definitely,
West.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I'll take that one. How about that?
Well, yeah, because coffee is originally from
South America.
South America.
Yeah, so that makes sense overall. Yeah, that makes sense overall. I'm down for that.
I didn't know that until I talked about that one thing. We really got to talk about Shangri-La Frontier, but it's
we'll get there.
Potatoes are not originally from Europe. That's crazy. They're originally from the Andes.
Oh yeah, we talked about this.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
that's super interesting.
Neat. And the Irish, they took it and ran with it, and then it kind of fucked them for a little while, and then it got better again.
But they had the you got to see the fight between Kay and
Sylvia. I loved it. Which
he got beat down.
He got beat down hard, and I'm just like, it's one of those fights where it's like, dude, like, why'd you even test this guy against Sunraku? Like, he already lost miserably.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where it's like, you grabbed her leg with your burning hands, and it didn't affect her.
Yeah.
At that point, I'd be like, this character's useless. Like, I'd kind of be like, find a new strategy. So why even try it again on Sunraku?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I did actually really, really like, though, that they talked about how, like, Sunraku is similar, but her insane strategy is so much more refined that it wouldn't be, like, fighting against him is still not fighting against her. I kind of like that a lot. Because then, like, it gives Sunraku, it keeps... it keeps the two characters like styles separate. Like Sunraku is still our main character, and he's still unique because his technique is not exactly like hers, and hers is not exactly like him. So I dig that.
Like similar, like a genre.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like a genre.
Yeah.
They're both children of freedom.
When Kay there was like, he's like, I'm 0-8-1 against her. I was like, dang, son.
Yeah, that was,
no wonder you want to beat her so bad.
Yeah, I don't want to be
tied once, and you've lost.
I'd be raging.
I love too. His like gamer name was like K dot, and then she comes over and she's like, "What's your real name?" And he goes, "K." I would have been like, as an American, obviously, that probably sounds slightly different when he says it.
Yeah.
From the letter K to K.
K. Yeah.
But as an American, I would be like, you didn't say anything different there, but okay.
Okie dokie. Sounds good. Don't tell me. That's fine.
Yeah, I know. Fine. I don't need to know.
All right. Cool beans. Didn't even shake her hand. I was like, okay, that's kind of a douchebag move. That's fine.
Yeah, it kind of was a douchebag.
I would have grabbed her hand and be like, I'm going to crush you. And be like, cool.
Yeah, he's too busy. Yeah, he's getting his butt kicked.
Yeah, he did get his ass whooped by her hardcore.
It is interesting because, like, so she goes into Shangri-La Frontier, which is interesting because they didn't show her in Shangri-La Frontier.
No, but Sunraku was back. He's not going to be able to interact with her, though. It's so weird.
No.
Yeah, he's not, unless she's some sort of genius and somehow finds her way in there, but she's not going to be able to interact with him, so I don't really know what that whole bit was about, other than to get us back in Shangri-La Frontier.
I think it was. But I did like when she got a phone call from one of her teammates, whose name was Johnson. Love it.
America.
I prefer them to just straight do that.
Sure, yeah.
Like I think it's so much funnier when they just pick the most generic American name.
Hi,
like
John.
Yeah. John Johnson.
John Johnson. Yes.
I love it. It's funny, but like, yeah, Shangri-La. When they go into, and he goes back to Shangri-La Frontier. That was I was not actually expecting this.
No, not at all. I did not expect to see Shangri-La Frontier until like day 7 from going back in there, and I was not expecting the insane amount of animation that happened in this episode.
Yeah, when the whale shot off its like last electric tag, the animation was like crazy.
It went ballistic.
I was like, what?
What is going on? Apparently, this is a very important scene in the manga because this is nuts. That whale is awesome, by the way.
Yeah, it is really cool.
It is. When it came in and beat the living crap out of that eel thing, I was like, nice. And then when it started going to some rocket, it's like, ooh, this might not have been a great idea, dude.
I mean, he taunted it, yeah. When he picked up the thing, he's like, I can't remember what he said, but like spoils the war.
You wouldn't mind if I take this, would you?
Yeah.
And then he stole it anyways.
Yeah, of course he did. Yeah. The second it popped off and showed that, I was like, ooh.
Ooh.
I'd like,
It's got such a cool design though, too. Like the burning like front of it and the electric abilities too. And overall, like he's using it. He does some Raku things. He's trying to test the edges of the game and see what like the parameters of it all are. And I agree. I never would have thought about this. Let's take this mini boss and run it into another mini boss's layer and see what happens. That was smart. Yeah, it was smart. And I'm very interested to see if because that tower was caught in the blast. So I'm very interested to see if it actually. I bet it's impervious, but I'm interested to see if it goes.
I like how he also dodged it instead of using that not that power shot, but the fin attack, because that's going to come in later during the tournament.
Oh, for sure. He's going to do that weird little dodge thing. Even to the chair, like, made it better that way. So he's 100% going to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. You're totally right on that one, yes.
Yeah, the animation was like, all I'm thinking though is like how the nighttime's completely different.
Yeah.
I'm like, this game has to be $700 billion.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
What?
It's nuts. And they only have, like, I'm sure there's a bunch of different teams and all that stuff, but they only have 2 real people, 3, because the one guy manages them, like, designing and working on this game.
I know.
Like, that's nuts.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's teams working on mini stuff and all that crap, but, like, I'm sure that, so all the Colossi stuff, what's her name and the other lady, like, designed together pretty much. So they designed all this.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Another great scene was I did love the every time Amul was on screen.
Oh, for sure.
When he almost woke up Amul and she's like
rock-a-bye, baby.
Yeah. She's like, carrots. And then I love the scene where she gets up, she's like, Zamaku! Amul, star.
Amul is, I have been missing Amul quite a bit.
I know.
I did love how Sunraku was like, back to bed, I don't want to deal with you right now. I want to do this myself. Don't wake up. Don't wake up. That was fantastic.
I love when he's like, "What do you want me to turn you into shark fin soup?" And then Arab or Arabe or whatever, Araba or whatever, he's like shark fin soup. What's that? Soup? What kind of a weapon?
That's funny. I'm not gonna lie though. I kind of ignored everything Shark Boy said this episode. I was like, whatever you say is about to be irrelevant.
Oh, I just read it.
Other than him saying, the only thing I caught was a king rules at night. It was like, ooh, interesting. Everything else he said though, I literally couldn't remember it.
I real quick caught that because I thought I was reading Sunraku's part.
Yeah.
But I was like reading his part because it was going at the same time as Sunraku.
Nice.
But
this episode's pumped. I'm really interested to see if he actually escaped that blast at the end there.
Definitely.
Yeah, true. But he went
into inventory.
Yeah, I think he definitely did that because he prepped it. But I really want to see if that tower got destroyed. It'd be so cool.
That would be cool.
It'd be so dope if it happened.
Of course, Sunraku would in 7 days we'll take care of this, and he already takes care of it.
Yeah, he's got to test the parameters.
We're definitely not going to see the Tyranid.
No, I don't think we will. Unless they're gonna have to quickie finish it up in one fight. Unless for some
one
reason,
episode is going to be definitely dedicated to the rest of the tournament. Well, I guess we could, because the next episode could be dedicated to the rest of the tournament, and then the last 2 episodes could be dedicated to fighting that.
True, I guess if they finish it that fast, yeah. I don't think it's gonna happen though.
I mean, what?
I think the tournaments needs at least 2 episodes because there's so many people in the tournament.
That's true.
It's like that's so many points of view you got to cut between, and like Sunraku, Kay is gonna have a huge fucking moment. Sunraku's gonna have a whole moment. Maybe you can like sideline Pentagon a little because she's gonna trap the guy. She's gonna trap the guy.
We haven't seen her really do anything, so she's gonna have a moment.
And then what's her name? The 4th lady. She's gonna do something.
Yeah, and then the 3rd episode, the end of the season, is them celebrating their win because they're gonna win. Celebrating their win, and
Sunraku going back into the game to fight Tyranid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see it so badly. But I want to see both these things so badly.
Right?
Shangri-La Frontier, what an A+ anime to come out.
Very good.
I can't wait. I hope this show goes on forever. I'm just like so excited about it.
I wonder how long whatever it is, light novel, manga,
I hope it's not done yet, honestly. But I am happy that if they do, that is how the season ends and all that stuff. Like we talked about this a while ago, that like we think each season might be a Colossi, and with this, it kind of makes next season Colossi or Colossi in 2, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. Because Lycagon was in this one. So.
Lycagon was a nice little little sprinkle in there, so I'm fine with that. Yeah.
But let's move on to the next anime, ReZero, season
3.
Yes, episode. Episode 64.
Woo! Are you doing timestamps?
Yes.
Perfect.
By the way, there's only been 14 episodes this season, so there is actually a chance we have like another
total.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But the first season was only also 14 episodes, but this one's definitely
really. It was only 14 episodes the first season.
Evidently, I'm looking at it right now. Yes. Starting Life in Another World. The director's cut was actually only 14 episodes.
Wow. It felt like such a longer anime.
Season 2 was 25, so maybe it was 25.
I feel like it was 20. There was a lot that happened in season 1. I think it was 25.
Well, see, the director cut one. The episodes are longer, so it's double the amount.
Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So I didn't realize ReZero we're gonna have like another like 10 episodes.
Let's go. We never get 25 episode seasons anymore.
Oh, we usually do Sakamoto Days next, but we're now on ReZero.
ReZero is so good, we have to.
Yes. This episode was incredible. This is a classic, like, here's a backstory episode. Unlike Liliana, this backstory, I was like, this is good stuff.
This was a great well, it's a backstory we've been kind of dying for, honestly, since season 1.
I know.
Yeah. Or like, pretty much season 1, because we started getting tips about it and all that stuff. This was great. The fight with, I really don't like Wilhelm's son. Heinkel sucks.
I want to know why he sucks.
Yeah.
This is what I'm so confused about. First of all, do love the fact that, speaking of when Reinhardt's like, she died by my hands, like, not really, but that's okay. You can take the blame because you got the divine sword master thing.
Yeah, yes, sorry.
Yeah.
With that point, I'm actually really pissed at Wilhelm right now because like there's been these like I think he blamed Reinhardt for her death for a while. That's what caused that rift with them. That was a whole big thing in the beginning of the season. And I'm just like, go fuck yourself on that one, dude. He can't control when he gets the divine blessing and it leaves her. Like, I'm sorry it happened at the worst opportune time. Maybe she shouldn't have left.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You pointed out to her, Wilhelm. You're like 50 now, lady.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. At that point, that's one of those ones where I'm just like, okay, so you're mad at Reinhardt for getting blessed. why aren't you mad at your wife, though, who you told explicitly not to go do this? And you did a whole thing when you were young, so she didn't have to go and fight anymore and use the sword and all that crap. And you're just like, yeah, it's Reinhardt's fault.
Yeah, unless like Reinhardt somehow initiated it, which I don't know.
I don't know how. It doesn't seem. Based on the information we have, it does not seem like it's anything to do with the user. It seems like they just get it.
It just happens.
Yeah.
Which I really feel bad for her when she did get it, and then I felt bad for her brother.
She's such a nice person
I
that
know.
she felt she crushed her. The whole family probably was super nice too.
The dad seemed okay.
The dad seemed like he was like all right, here's your duty now.
Yeah.
Sort of person. But all
her brother seemed super nice.
Yeah, the oldest brother was I was like really afraid it was gonna be one of those like, oh great, he's gonna be the classic trope where he's angry that the little sibling took his dream and all that stuff. But instead, he was just like, nah, I'm a good older brother.
Yeah, and he's like, at first I was upset about it, but then I just realized I'm blessed to have family and friends, and I still love the sword.
And then he does.
Yeah, I know. Then they all die.
They all die.
I was like,
horribly.
I know. I was like, jeez.
Yeah, that was really, really bad. I felt bad for Teresa. Is that her name?
Yeah.
I felt so bad for her because, like, oh, you guys are such a good family.
The fact that Wilhelm would never say "I love you."
Well, that was such stupid. Wilhelm I like Wilhelm a lot as an older character. I would hate his character as a young guy.
That's why, and honestly, I thought that was like really good of like this backstory. I was like, wow, Wilhelm is like, they've made young Wilhelm an adult, like old Wilhelm, like showing like how much Wilhelm has grown as like a person.
That's a really good point. Yeah, they did.
I was like, they nailed that. Also, I did really love this line. It was funny when Heinkel showed up. I was like, ooh, watching your mom and dad have a sword fight, not fun. But he was like, he's like, what did he say? He's like, no way you're my mom or something. And I do love this line. I hate Heinkel, but he gets like, and there's no way my dad would lose. I was like, all right, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Doesn't help that you distracted your dad.
So
at
he
the
did
worst
lose.
opportune time.
Yeah, I know.
Even as a swordsman, dude, like your dad's in the, you like, this is what annoys me is that Heinkel definitely has swordsman ability, so he should know mid-duel, maybe don't distract your daddy.
Yeah.
As he's going in for like a critical attack. Oh, that was so, when he did that and like, Wilhelm was like, bah, and got stabbed, I was like, Heinkel.
I know. Reinhardt showing up though and pulling the sword for the first time ever.
And having to kill his grandmother again.
Yeah, he didn't care about that though. And I agree with
I think he does though.
I don't know. I agree with Reinhardt on this one.
No, I agree
It's
with
an abomination more than anything.
I agree with the points that he's making, but like I think he actually like I think he's putting on a really brave face. I think it does mess with him though.
I think we'll see. Right now I'm just gonna go with what he's done and said and
True, but I think he's just like, how do I explain this? I think he's fulfilling the role that he thinks. I think he put up this argument a while ago and he's still putting it up, but it's still like you're still cutting down the person that has your grandma's face. That's still like for an anime. I know we like as watchers when this happens, we're like, oh, that's so stupid. I'd punch that. Like we pull the what is it? The Roy Mustang is like so dumb, but like I can understand. I could see with Reinhardt that might actually be something that's affecting him. We might get a. I'm thinking that we might get a like storyline at one point where Reinhardt breaks down a little bit.
Yeah, because he hasn't yet.
He hasn't yet.
That's
and
a good point. He hasn't.
You have
yet.
your own dad yelling at you that you're a monster. Like I think.
I mean, right there, he approved of what he did.
His dad didn't.
Oh, Heinkel? Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck about Heinkel.
I think he might. Like, I think it's one of those things where he might. I think it's one of the things where he's like pretending not to, and being the sword.
I'm gonna go with until proven wrong. I'm just gonna say
fair enough. This is my theory though.
Yeah.
I think it's.
But I do agree with that. That's a good point. We've never seen Reinhardt have like really any emotional struggles.
Right.
So
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But even I like Wilhelm. Just like he's like, of course he did that.
Yeah.
Wilhelm was also trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, but well, it was weird. He didn't want like it's like he didn't want Reinhardt to do it. He wanted to be the one. He wanted to be the what was it? Mice and Men it himself.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I wanted to teach like with the rabbits himself.
Of course,
like okay, man, or whatever.
Of course he did.
Well, you didn't, so because your stupid son.
Yeah,
and then your grandson.
And then Heinkel's like, they should all be dead. I'm like, you're so annoying, Heinkel.
Heinkel is the worst.
Shut
like,
up.
I think he's prime candidate for Witch's Cult. Like, because he's doing the same stuff. It's like, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? He's doing the same thing that all of them do. He repeats the damn words over and over again of like, how could I have possibly fucked up somehow?
That's
so
true.
It's like I think he's prime Witch's cult candidate.
That is very true. I didn't think about that. He might definitely get like.
Yeah.
He'll get like envy.
Yeah, or some shit like that, or like just overall
Who's
just
envy
like
now?
recruit. Nobody, because the Witch of Envy is the big bad.
He won't get envy. He'll get.
I don't know. I mean,
Wrath would be the only thing I can see him getting. But
possible.
their personalities do match to an extent. No, they all do actually.
I don't think the personality thing really matters too much.
I don't think it matters too much, but I think it matches to an extent. Like, greed was very greedful. Gluttony is eating things, and gluttony and
Sure,
stuff.
yeah, okay.
Wrath isn't so wrathful, but it is in an extent. Lust is clearly lust.
Yeah, lust.
In a gross, disgusting way.
Yeah, very aggressively lust.
But this episode was just like, the music was fantastic. I did love the line where, Wilhelm's like, I haven't said it to you, blah, blah. He goes on for like 5 sentences before he attempts to say I love you. And then she's like, you've always said it to me, blah, blah.
With your eyes.
I was like,
your special eyes.
I was like, what a sweet couple.
Yeah, that was nice. They had a great relationship.
Were you not married or like?
I don't know. That's a good question. He calls her his wife.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and I never knew that I loved you at first sight. It's like, that was pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice thing to hear.
I love when he's like, what's a woman doing out here?
No, that's pretty much what he was doing. It's like, it's true. It's for old. It was old. Just like, I know the show makes it out sort of that way, but his whole thing was like, obviously to be like, she doesn't like fighting, so I'm gonna make her stop fighting. But the show kind of makes it out to be, it's like, women don't belong in the battlefield.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
Yeah, it's kind of
even though like Priscilla and them are pretty tough. But
yeah,
I will say one thing I did really like too is they somehow nailed that, like, Wilhelm and Teresa were like older. Like, they're from an older generation. Like, just the way they, like, when they showed them in the past, like, the way they, like, talked to each other and, like, the way they dressed and walked around and courted. I got a vibe of, like, oh, these people are older than Reinhardt. And, like,
that's good. I didn't catch that, but yeah, that makes sense.
Like, the way they communicated with each other and stuff like that. I was like, like, their housing and everything. Just, like, the way they were, I was like, oh, they are from a different time period.
Yeah. I caught that Wilhelm was older. I didn't catch that Teresa was older because I didn't age her at all.
Yeah, I know. She's like
she's
50.
Yeah, 50, my ass.
Well, I love when he's
damned.
like, what's a woman doing out here? And she's like, and I just want to be like, in the field of flowers?
Yeah, what?
Seems like a pretty lady place to be.
What's the dude doing out there, actually?
Well, I mean, there are ruins there, so.
Oh, my goodness.
So it's a combination of both, I guess.
Oh, sure. Okay, yeah.
But a very good episode.
Fantastic.
Great. The way they're wrapping up things in this season is very good. How they're just focusing episodes on certain things.
Yeah. I'm really curious to see how... I really want to know what the parameters are for Reinhardt to draw his sword. Because this did not seem like it seemed like to Reinhardt, it was a very sword drawable moment. But in reality, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, if you couldn't draw your sword against greed...
Then this thing that you could have killed probably with your dad's sword on the ground.
It is an opponent deemed worthy.
I guess she was the bearer.
Yeah, so that is what it's an opponent deemed worthy, not an opponent like of strength.
Still going in that vein and all that stuff.
Then
that one
see her as worthy though. That would go with your point though. That even
but my thing is like, is Reinhardt supposed to see it as worthy, or is the sword supposed to see it as worthy? And then on top of that too, like, I think it has to be the sword sees as worthy because in the past she couldn't draw it against that witch that doesn't die. The one that killed her eventually, Teresa.
Yeah, that's because she lost her sword. That she lost the sword ability. She was no longer.
So you have to have the sword saint blessing in order to draw the sword. Okay, fair enough.
For sure.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because right when she got it, that's when her dad gave it to her.
So currently the requirements are the sword has to deem it worthy, and the user has to have the divine. Okay.
Sword protection.
Interesting. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I don't know if the user has to determine worthy. That is a good question. Maybe it's just a sword. But I feel
like just the sword.
I don't know how a sword does that.
Yeah, I don't know.
But anything. But I mean, in this world,
who knows?
Anything could happen. I did like how the earth like shook when he like pulled it out. But let's move on.
Yes. ReZero was fantastic.
ReZero was fantastic.
Most of that was Shangri-La Frontier, so I don't want to hear it.
What?
Most of our time spent was on Shangri-La Frontier.
Yeah, it's so lovely.
Yeah, we didn't spend too much time on that.
We spent like 16 minutes.
I thought we spent like 6 or 7 minutes talking about, maybe 6 minutes talking about St. Patrick's Day.
Okay, so we spent like 10 minutes. That's a good point. That is a good point. All right. Next up is Sakamoto Days.
Sakamoto.
Episode...
10? 11?
10.
Hey, look at that.
Bathhouse Roughhouse.
Fantastic. This was a nothing of an episode, and it was amazing.
I love this episode.
I thought this was a great episode.
I think it was
one of those ones I was like, oh, this is so great. It's so beautiful. Shin is such a fanboy.
I know.
I was dying laughing when he was like, oh man, I don't really know if we can be doing, my powers are down. I don't think it's really safe, Mr. Sakamoto. It's like, first off, Say the end of that sentence again, Mr. Sakamoto. You're fine.
You're safe.
You're sort of there just for convenience at this point, buddy. And second, when Sakamoto was like, it's an important part of the mission, and she was like, it's an important part of being an assassin to like relax or whatever, and she was like, so it's an important part of the mission. Okay, I will learn then. I will relax the best.
Oh my god.
What a dork.
And then when the first time the assassin who runs the bathhouse pretty much, the geyser goes off, the water pressure thing, Sakamoto's like, oh yeah, this feels nice. Shinley pops up and he's like, Mr. Sakamoto, you even relax the best. I was like,
Shin.
I love when they're in the sauna and it's on fire and Shin sits down. He's like, yeah, this is perfect.
It's fine. I love it. I'm okay. His hair literally starts on fire. Like the entire time. I absolutely love the assassin guy.
Oh, he's
who's
hilarious.
Just like, what the is going on right now?
And then
like,
the random two kids who just keep going,
I know that.
Dad, don't. And the dad's like, you can do it when you're older. I don't even know why that was in it, but I loved it.
When the kids ask for ice cream at the end, it's like, when you're older, cheapskate.
Yeah, I know. Also, I didn't really enjoy this assassin guy.
Yeah.
Just the way he was. He's like, I don't want to take over my family's business. But when the two punk dudes show up, and they're like, this place is a dump. I was like, what?
What are you talking
This
about?
place is a dump?
That's
What are the other places like?
Yeah,
this place looks like an amusement park.
Yeah, factual. Yes, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Such a nice bathhouse. And also, assassin guy, your dad was right. Like, if you couldn't take down these two punks that were just knocking with you, yeah, you can't be an assassin.
No, yeah.
You didn't even kill Shin.
Well,
Shin fell for all your traps.
I did like at the end when he's like, Dad, I do want to take over the business. And he's like, you were right. And he's like, oh, it's too late? Oh, okay.
That's fair. As the doors closed, I was like, well, that was fantastic.
Like I was talking about, it literally just tapped a ping pong ball and it just rocketed a guy.
Knocked a guy, yeah. That guy got off. That guy did not get off easy. The other guy got off easy.
Yeah,
right?
because he just threw it into his coat.
Yeah, the guy hit off the
vending machine.
Yeah. I feel bad on the level that, like, I guess Sakamoto knew he was trying to kill him, but like broke that guy's, like, he broke the floor and broke the guy's vending machine. It's like, that can't be cheap.
Yeah, that's got to be quite expensive.
That's coming out of your paycheck.
And then the second half of the episode was Lou's story thing. That was actually, I actually did enjoy
really
that.
About
yeah,
that.
I did really enjoy this.
Her minder is hilarious and creepy.
Her what?
Minder.
What's a minder?
I just got the guy that keeps tracking you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a perv.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I did love the line though when she's talking about, like, he's just a guy that used to, like, follow me around and all, make sure it's okay and all that stuff, and like all the memories were like, what, Miss Lou, or whatever the hell her name is, Miss Lou, and he was like, and then in his head it's like, oh, she realized that the mistress realized I was following her and protecting her this whole time. Amazing. It's like, yeah, you said her name every time, dude.
Yeah, that's so true.
You pointed out you were there.
Creepy weirdo.
It was chef's kiss.
Yeah. I love the show nails, like, when they're just like chilling.
Yeah.
Like when she comes down with the sodas, she's like, Shin, you have to guess which one is the regular cola and the one that I mix with everything. And then he's like, that, and she's like, no mind reading it. That when he drinks it, she's like, ha, you have to pay for everything.
Yeah, that was good. That was real good. Oh my goodness.
And then Sakamoto ordered some like drink or whatever, and the guy's like, I thought you'd order a more refined drink, but that drink's for children. I don't know.
Legendary assassin, and then you guy. Yeah. Calm down.
And then I love his, like, in the Lou dynasty family, we don't handle things by strength. And then we handle it a different way. And then she's like, strength is the most important thing in our family, which I got confused by that later on. But
no idea.
But then, like, I do love they just show up in a casino. I will say this also. When they go to the changing rooms and he's like, this is yours and it's garbage, and then hers is super nice. They actually put her in a very respectable dress.
Yes, they did for anime.
For anime,
they did
very
it. Yeah,
respectful
good
dress.
for the anime. I feel like that show is pretty respectable on that level.
Yeah,
I think it's
the only one that hasn't been so far was the one girl who Lou fought.
Yeah, but even that was really good.
Yeah, that for anime.
Yeah, for anime that was really, really good. It wasn't bikini, so and for all that, these two fucking dorks. When they're in there and she's like, "Oh wait, Shin's telepathy. It'll just make it really easy." It's like, I don't know how to play any gambling games. It's like, I was like, neither do I. It's like, of course, these two who live on who did the most dangerous on the edge job on the planet would find no fun in gambling because they gambled their lives every single time.
Oh,
maybe not Sakamoto because he's that good, but Shin gambled his life quite a bit. So like, why would they find fun in this?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. I thought they were just idiots.
Yes, and then meanwhile, Lou there is, or not Lou. What are the other guys? The guy's name is like, I'm a master gambler.
I know he goes all in on one thing immediately and doubles it. I was like, okay.
Alrighty, sure, yeah.
It's going to be a very interesting episode. I can't wait to see how it's going to work out. And then, of course, the fight's going to break out somehow.
Of course, yeah. It's Sakamoto Days.
Yeah.
The after credit scene with the invisible Bill and
oh my god, the what are those called?
The scientist guy.
No, what are those called? Not parfaits, are they? No, the dessert.
Was it not ice cream? I wasn't really paying attention.
It was not ice cream. It's that thing you always see in it. Crepes.
Crepes, yes.
Yeah, crepes.
They have a crepe truck.
Yeah.
And then they see Sakamoto's family like, oh, I'm gone, bye.
He goes invisible and the other guy just pours on and they're like, look, a floating crepe. And then it's like goes on the news and then Shin's like, it's probably like not real, right? I was like, shouldn't.
You literally just well, actually, no. In Shin's defense on that one, it is insane that actually, no, not in Shin's defense. Shin is working in a convenience store right now and used to be an A-class assassin. So why wouldn't other A-class assassins do that?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, that was funny. Oh my god, we totally forgot about the SLF Mini.
Oh, we did remember the SLF Mini, which was fantastic.
Side note, just SLF Mini.
Pencil Gun,
douchebag. Just showing how she killed players. The greatest scene is when the guys fall in the hole.
Yep.
She's like sexually in her legs.
Oh, help me, boys.
Just because she just goes.
Throws the spear at him. I die laughing with that.
I know. She's like.
And then they all come at her at the end. Oh no! Like they all come at her at the end. She's like, "Well, if I go down, I'm taking you all with me."
And that's the biggest.
And she sets it off.
Bomb.
Oh, Pencil Gun, you are an A-class giant slayer. I love it. Great character.
Let's move on to the last anime.
What we got?
Zenshu.
Oh my goodness.
What a great show.
Dude. This show is out of control.
That's so good.
There's a lot of stuff in this episode, and it's very, very good, obviously. The
episode
part of the
11,
show.
Despair.
Is that what it's called? Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Part of the show that brought me to the top of the episode was that, like, when Luke is with her through all, like, her entire life there, I'm sitting there thinking it's like, this is pretty much Naruto for me.
Yep.
Or Luffy, one of the two. But like, for a long time, it was Naruto. It's like, these are the characters that I, like, watched with, grew with.
Yep.
And, like, there were points where I was obsessed with them. And I was like, damn. She is currently, obviously she can draw, but she is currently every anime fan that's been an anime fan since they were younger.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, oh my god, I was like, cartoons and these things just shape your life.
Exactly, it's nuts, and they're it sounds super sad, but they're the friends that you have like forever. Like there's some of your earliest friends. Somehow.
Yeah, and I didn't know how at first I was gonna go with that because I thought it was gonna be about her first love, but it's just like Luke's always been there with you, and I was like,
true, yeah. I think it's still gonna be like first love thing.
Definitely
but like,
first love. But yeah, that was a great. And the music was beautiful.
Oh, it was out of control.
I was getting like Your Name vibes.
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
same. I was like, oh, that's great. And the peg bar was her, her younger self the entire time.
I think you said that though. I actually
did I say it? I thought you said that.
I remember you saying no. I didn't say it. You said it, and then I was like, oh, maybe. You're like that. The peg bar sounds like her younger self.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, maybe.
And it was.
And evidently, it was.
It was her. It's herself who just like, I didn't like the ending. Fix it.
Yeah, that was cool.
Give your first love a better.
I did like that. That she's like, just change it. And
yeah,
I was like,
yeah, let's go.
Also, when she goes in the past and everyone has long hair covering their face,
like her, it was just her as a reflection.
But man, her thoughts are really sad.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
the one that did crack me up was the kid who kept running by. I was like, loser.
That was good. Yeah,
overrated.
That was really, really good.
Me up,
oh my goodness.
I felt bad when the little girl like ripped up the piece of paper in her face. I was like, damn.
Jeez.
Also, Unio just coming in, clutches him.
Unio was fantastic. Unio when he's like getting tied up like. And kind of like brutally tied up. It wasn't like that, ooh, I'm stuck in stuff. It was like garrote level, I'm tying you up. And he was like, nah, you could save Luke because you're cool. And I actually like all your drawings and I don't hate you, but you're a gremlin and you suck, but I still like you.
Yeah.
That was like, oh.
I love when he was just like, when, it cuts back to Luke and Unio when they were younger. And Luke and Unio healing him. And then him talking to Justice. And Justice was like, there's only one person who can save him. So I just love the line where he's like, I may not always like you, but you could save Luke, and Luke means like everything to me. And I was like, yeah, Unio,
let's go, Unio.
But gosh, this episode cut at the worst time.
Yeah, it really did because Luke is fucked right now.
Animation of him throwing every time they animate his sword, it looks awesome.
I know.
But when the portal opened up, I was like, oh, and then it cut. I was like, no, what is this solo leveling?
And yeah, that's what they did to us. That's what they did to us. Oh, that was miserable. I felt so bad for him when the peg bar.
And they're putting QJ back together.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
That's what they're doing.
Oh my goodness!
Go back and look.
It's
definitely QJ.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I know.
I'm so excited.
Usually, I'm not a fan of when a character dies in a dramatic fashion and comes back, but it's QJ. So.
This is fair. No, this actually makes sense. Though. He's a robot.
Yeah,
it makes total sense.
And honestly, he doesn't die at the end of the story. So
that's true. So it has to fulfill itself somehow.
Exactly,
Oh my goodness, that's perfect.
Yeah, the two elf girls, whatever.
That's awesome.
I noticed when they were putting it together. I was like, oh, that's QJ. And then like the dark ritual, it must be bringing someone back to life.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. We're getting our boy back. Let's go.
Yep. It's gonna be epic.
The band's getting back together.
It's gonna be epic.
I can't wait for QJ to return. This would so cool. The Voids, they're really putting emphasis on this whole connection thing with the scribble.
What is that?
I don't know, but I'm pumped to see what it is.
Memel is one of those characters. She has not done much in the show, but every time she hops in, I'm like, nice.
Good for you, Memel.
She's got an eye patch. She's babe.
Yeah, she's got a good eye.
And her arrows in a one-shot, one kill.
Yeah, yes, it is. Yeah, it is. Even Justice there coming in clutch with some firepower.
Yeah. And Memel even tried to help Luke for a second. She's like, come on, Luke. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. She thought Luke was like... She thought Luke was still going to be Luke at the end of the day, and she didn't realize that he wasn't.
Well, that's funny that Unio pointed out that Luke's always kind of been a sad boy.
Yeah.
And then he changed when Natsuko showed up.
No, yeah.
Also, when Luke was walking and the pegboard started to disappear.
I know.
I was like,
so bad for him. I was like, oh.
This stupid fucking director.
She's just sitting there. It's like, not this is how it's supposed to happen. I'm miserable. Someone else has to be miserable as well. It's like, dude, you're living in this world. What are you doing right now, you dumb bird? Like, just like, let Natsuko fix it all.
Mm-hmm. Let everything be happy.
Yeah, have a good time. You wrote a miserable story for your art's sake or whatever. It's gonna be some annoying ass thing where the story's miserable because it's some special thing in her life and crap. I don't care. You wrote a sad story. Go fuck off.
I hope she's just miserable.
Yeah, maybe.
I hope that's what it is she's just miserable.
No,
and then Natsuko is like, she's like, you're just a miserable bitch. I mean, that's honestly, once again, we say this every episode of the podcast. Most underrated anime of the season, might be of the year. Honestly, hardcore. More people need to watch this.
Yeah,
the story's incredible and fresh.
Yeah,
everyone's probably like, it's just another Yusuke.
No,
it's very fresh.
It's not. It really is fresh. Mappa once again is scoping out
12 episodes. I'm wondering. I wonder how short this is.
It has to be like one more episode.
No, it is one more episode. But I wonder how short the anime is. Because where do you go from here?
Maybe it's a one-off.
Maybe.
I think it might be a one-off.
Which, if it concludes very well at the end of this, I'll be like,
I feel
this will go up in my top.
I'll toss up there with Erased.
For us, I'm complete anime,
exactly
12 episodes. I'll toss it way up there.
Yeah, I think it'll be above Erased actually.
Yeah,
it's really good. Yeah,
I like Erased too. I'm not crapping on Erased.
There's the first thing that came to mind when you said one-off animes.
But yeah, no, Zenshu rocks.
Zenshu's so good.
Yeah, this episode was I was like, oh my gosh, everything's falling apart.
Yeah.
Luke, when Memo looks up and Luke's on the sun.
Yeah.
What?
How just the void realm that they're from is pretty much just the spirit realm from Stormlight.
It is. It literally is.
But better. Because things can happen. Way better. And
it really is that.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. When Luke's on top of the crystals there, and it's just great lines he just has where he's like, all these people died because of you, and he's yelling at the stone thing. I was like, this is so cool.
It's peak. It was peak.
And his sword always looks so cool.
Yeah, when it went from being the hero to the villain, and it was like, so good.
I wonder when it cut. I was like, you dicks.
Why?
I was like,
another week. I gotta wait another week for this.
I love when Udio showed up in the movie theater and he's like, were you crying? And he's like, oh, so gremlins can cry. And she's like, you don't make fun of a woman for crying. He's like, you're not a woman.
You're a gremlin.
Oh, sorry. You don't make fun of a lady. He's like, you're not a lady.
You're a gremlin. When he forced his way out of the cup holder, I was like, this is a course. I also really enjoyed how they with that too. They made the connection of he can find her because she still has his horn.
Yeah.
And that's that's a really, and they didn't have to explain it either. It was just they showed it and it was like, oh, this is refreshing. Where I can just fill in the pieces.
We didn't even talk about this. One of the best parts of the entire episode was the start episode, watching all this dumb unruly mob mofo get absolutely bodied because they're a bunch of idiots.
I like to see the manga and see how much bloodier it is because when the I noticed that when the cultists got swiped away, it's like there's no way there wasn't a spray of blood in the manga from that.
Yeah.
Because they just got everyone's just getting knocked away.
That's true.
They're like, no, they're getting cut in half.
I just love when they're really mad. I was like, we already took one down. Why can't we take this one down? Yeah, and they just got obliterated. I was like, this is what you all get.
Yeah,
that's what you all get.
Y'all get. Where were you
They
all?
blamed Natsuke for Unio dying.
Yeah, they did. Insanity. And they all got destroyed after that. It's like, you know what? Deserved it.
Yeah. You definitely did.
You did. You chose now to step up. You could have assisted the 9 warriors, and maybe then you could have made a difference. But instead, you do it after they're all dead, and then you can't make a difference because you're weak as fuck.
Yeah, weak as fuck. And also, I love the cultists too. They're like, no way, she said. She's like, and then more voice up like, she must have cast a spell to release it. I was like, you're all dumb. You're all dumb. Every single one of you. I think the 2 elf women are also cultists.
Yes.
So because they mentioned like something about Natsuke, they're like, oh well, we have to for the. I was like,
I think they're also cultists.
You're all insane.
They're also cultists, and they're just but I think Memo is like got her shit together.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
So.
The writer of this made the dumbest people ever.
Yeah, and it was a great job. It was great for the story.
Yeah, it is great for the story. Yeah, that's unruly mob. When they got bodied, I was like,
yeah.
You idiots. That town's going to be decimated, though. That's the only thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I really don't know how this is going to end.
No
It's
idea.
got to be Wizard of Oz.
She has to go back at some point, yeah. I think she's going to have to go back to her real life. I just don't know how she fixes this world right now.
It's going to be so
I don't know how she draws a new ending for this.
Oh, my God. It's going to be so sad. If she goes back, Wizard of Oz it. So, like, none of this, like, technically ever happened, which is fine for a Wizard of Oz scenario, for me. Mm-hmm. And then she's, like, looks at those characters, and it's, like, you know, it's, like, that, like, slight connection of, like, they're not real, but they were so real to her. And,
maybe. I think maybe, like, what if she does a Wizard of Oz goes back, but she changes the movie by doing this?
That would be awesome.
To be, like, her final ending there.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be kind of fun.
Because fuck the ending of that movie.
Yeah.
I wonder everyone hated it.
I know. Facts, right? Yeah, because it was terrible.
I would have hated it.
I don't know how they get out of it. I don't know how she rewrites a new ending to this. She's got to bring back all the 9 warriors, I think.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think she has. Yeah, I think she has to revive them all somehow.
I'm hoping QJ comes in so big next episode.
Me too.
Just comes in and does something
QJ.
awesome. What, our boy.
Our boy.
But Zenshu is...
Damn.
It is a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. I did not expect it. I did not expect this anime to be as awesome as it has been, and it's been so pleasant.
Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.